So the last topic I want to discuss is maintaining contact. As I mentioned in the introduction, working from home can be quite lonely. Students miss their fellow students, and believe it or not, they often also miss their teachers. And there are different ways to maintain interaction between the teacher and the students, individually, but also as a whole class. And I want to briefly touch upon those. Of course, it's not as good as meeting each other face to face. But it can get you quite a far way. So throughout its learning, there are ways to send messages to individual users, selected users, or groups. So in this example, I'm in the 360 report. Let me start the video again. I see a couple of students that are not really active, and I might want to poke them, sending them a message. Hey, I see that you're not really active. You're making sure you get your work done, basically, and then send that message. And also here, and I'll show you that in the next video, if you have the mobile app, you will receive a notification that you have a message on your mobile phone as well. So in this next video, rather than one-to-one or selected students, if you want to send a message to the whole course, to all participants, you first need to go to the participants menu. Let me start the video again. So under more, I see participants. And when I click on that, I can either, again, select individual students or select them all and send them a message. And for example, I want to remind them that we have an online class with some essential instructions, and I don't want them to forget that. So as I said, if you have the mobile app installed on your phone, you again get a notification, you have a message, and then if you click on that message, you get a short summary, but also you can click on that summary to get the full overview, and from there potentially also respond to that message. So again, using the mobile app of itslearning, it's a good way to make sure you get notified in time of important information. So one maybe lesser known feature, but a great way to create a feeling of a class, is to allow students to post course announcements themselves. If you're a bit scared that inappropriate content might be posted there, these teachers still are in control, and you can still delete messages if needed. But let me briefly start this video where student Eric has found an interesting video, and they can just very easily, from the course overview page, add a link to that video. And then if I would switch to another student called Hilda, then she can see the post that Eric made and also comment on that. So this way you still have a bit of interaction between classmates in this course. If you want to have more structured discussions, then please see the discussion tool that you can also find on the add page in a course. So by default, students cannot post course announcements. If you want to enable that, you can click on the gear icon or the settings icon next to announcements on your course overview, and then check the setting, allow everyone to post announcements. From that moment on, students can do so. Again, teachers are still in control. They can still delete all messages if necessary. In one of the earlier videos, I sent my students a message about an online class. In this video, I want to show you how to organize or how to create that online class directly from itslearning. This can be done if your organization has an Office 365 tenant. Then you can use itslearning to create Microsoft Teams meetings. We're also working on a similar feature for Google Hangouts Meet, which will become available either later this summer or early this fall. Let me again start the video. And in this case, I'm creating an event. But basically, these meetings can be created everywhere where I have the rich text editor. You can see the Microsoft Teams icon then in the toolbar. And from there, you can create meetings. So in this case, the online class. And if I then create a meeting and save this event, then you will see a meeting link directly in itslearning. So on the next slide and in the next video, I will show you how you can join these meetings. That can be done in several ways. If you have the mobile app, like we're mimicking here on this slide, you can join from there, but you can also join in the browser, or if you have the desktop app installed, you can also join from there. So let me just start the video. I see the link, I can click on the link, and automatically the app launches. Depending on how you set it up, students have to wait in the lobby and they need to be accepted by the teacher before they can continue. Or in this case, well, which is the case for me now, but it's also possible for students to immediately start the meeting if they're the first one. As I said, it is available now for Microsoft Teams meetings if you have Office 365, but we're also releasing this later this summer or early this fall for Google Hangouts Meet. One final thing I want to show you is how you can use the built-in video recorder to record yourself. In this example, I will use it to record some instruction, but the same recorder is also available in the all-in-one grader in the assignment tool if you want to give audio or video feedback to your students on assignment submissions. So this example I actually stole from my wife, because my wife is a teacher herself, and what she did every day was record herself reading a chapter of a book and then posting that recording online for her class. So in this case, I'm using the Note tool. Again, everywhere where you have this rich text editor, you can record your videos. So let's say I want to discuss George R.R. Martin. I click on the video icon. The video recorder is loading. I click the record button, and then I basically can start talking. So in the interest of time, I will not watch the whole recording and just fast forward a bit in time. So when the video is created, it can automatically be played by myself and my students using this video player in itslearning. So this is also a way to easily get recordings, video recordings, but also audio recordings into itslearning and use them as a resource and include them in a plan or in a learning path if you want to do so.